Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to the next task of the National Entrepreneurship Challenge being organized by the YCSET. In this task, we have a total of 15 teams. Each team has a newspaper with it. You need to select an article, tell us about what the article speaks, browse it, and tell us your ideas about the article. So you people have already read the newspapers. I would want any one of you to please take the lead and tell us what your article is about.
It is about a 10-year-old boy who was crushed under an auto after the vehicle overturned. From this, I come to know that the police and transport department were playing a blame game and the driver driving the auto had not got proper rest the previous night. First of all, to avoid such accidents, the parents should not be ignorant of the overcrowded autos in which they send their child to the school. And secondly, the proper speed breakers should be maintained. CCTV cameras should be installed on the roadside, and whoever is caught overspeeding in the camera should be penalized.
Ma'am, may I please show your article is from which newspaper?
My article is from the Indian Express dated September 12th.
Hindustan Times, 21st November 2040. Boundaries must be broken. The article is about caste inequalities and a blind faith on social grading system. It would not be wrong to say that the hold of caste on Indian society has been as strong as ever, and a blind faith on social grading system and its non-negotiable boundaries has hardly benefited us in any way. To change this unacceptable status, there has to be strong legal and political push, and the government should not delay in bringing legislation.
That is very correct. But we as individuals have to stop it at our level as well. It should not pass on from generations to generations. We would have never known about which caste do people belong had we not been told about it by our ancestors. So we have to stop it. We have to realize that we are human beings.
Now, BSNL company offering free phone services for a week. BSNL announced that it will be offering free phone services to Jammu and Kashmir as it is affected by the flood. My opinion is that there is lots of efforts are being put up by the BSNL company in helping Jammu and Kashmir in this critical time. So not only BSNL or the government, but also more businessmen should come forward to help the people affected by the floods. Then only we will be able to cope up with these situations.
September 2012, and the headline, the Indian Express written is AVP candidate needs some help from a model or poster. So this topic I have to explain in Hindi because it is something एक ऐसा टॉपिक है जो मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप लोग समझे। ओके, इसमें ऐसा कहा गया है कहते हैं AVP हमारे जो इलेक्शन हुए थे दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में, उसमें एक लड़की की मदद से इलेक्शन किए गए और एक लड़की का पोस्टर लगाया पूरे दिल्ली में और कहा गया कि ये लड़की इलेक्शन में लड़ रही है। तो जब इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट आया तो हमने देखा कि वो लड़का तो उन्होंने कहा कि हमको चीफ फील हुआ है जो जिन लोगों ने वोट दिए थे। अब उसमें दो व्यू है मेरे हिसाब से कि दोनों ही बड़े बेवकूफ इंसान थे। एक कह रहा है कि हम चीट हुए हैं, तुमने तो वोट क्यों दिया हमें? If you are cheated, you don't have to vote it. Okay? तो और दूसरा कह रहा है कि कहते हैं भाई हम तो जीत गए। तो मैं ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ हमारा यूथ ना सोचेगा कि क्या कहते हैं कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है चीज करना। छोटे लेवल में वही जाके थोड़ा बड़ा पॉलिटिशियन बनेगा, आगे चल के कोई दीपिका पादुकोण को उठा कर देगा और कहेगा कि इलेक्शन जीत जाता हूँ। तुम लोग वोट दोगे, तुम ही बेवकूफ हो, वो उसकी गलती नहीं है, वो बेवकूफ तो बना रहा है, तो बेवकूफ तुम भी तो बन रहे हो। तो ये दोनों हाथों की तरफ से है, तो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड।
Very well said, sir. Okay, English.
I have an interview of CEO of MedLife Insurance Company, and in this interview we have discussed the problems of that company, that all the customers of the company are drawing out their investments from the insurance company. And he has discussed the problems that the company is using all the customers are drawing from their investments, and this also has a drawback on government's growth economic growth of our country. And as per my suggestions, I will suggest that we should ensure that those companies which have drafted some insurance policies for the customers must ensure that the money of the customers is not lost, and they should guarantee a no loss policy for them. And moreover, I would suggest that the companies should announce some bonuses for the new customers, as well as the government policies must be changed so that they can uplift those new companies which are trying to cover up the market. Moreover, I would like to suggest there are other ideas of saving people's money. For example, we have heard of the Mahila Samuh, where they get all these ladies of neighborhood, they gather together and they collect their money, and they are opening themselves a small bank, and they are withdrawing from them whenever they need, and that's a very good idea. So I said that government should take this initiative to promote these types of samoos and organizations. Thank you.
Anybody else?
So I have selected my article from Indian Express dated September 15. My article is about a statement of BJP MLA who told that non-Hindu males should carry IDs while traveling anywhere across the country. So basically, this article is about the discrimination among the people of the Indian society on the basis of the religion. So my point is that we should not discriminate people on the basis of any basis, whatever the basis, because we should respect our diversity. This is good for us. So basically, I want to say that there should be an amendment in our constitution which ensure that any people from any background will not be discriminated on their from their background. So,
Well, I would like to argue to this. When India is known as Incredible India, just because of the fact that although we have so much of diversity in the nation, still we people are all together. And that is what Nishant spoke all about. So that we people don't have to discriminate between us. It has to be one nation, one team working for one common cause that can be implemented for the betterment of the nation. Okay, anybody else?
Good afternoon, everyone. My article is from the Indian Express dated September 30, 2014. The article is about expert panel likely to recommend raising minimum age for smoking to 25. Yes, the minimum age for smoking should be 25 as these drugs are exploiting our country's youth and future too. It won't be that easy to implement these rules, but it has to be implemented for our betterment. It would be better if there is no sale of cigarettes in the market, and also a fine for the smokers in the public places. We as an individual should also imply these rules for our local society and for the smokers in the
Well, I don't think there's any relevance of us implementing any rule, of us implementing any age limit for anything until unless the individual does not realize what are the harms. If we implement the age to be 25, a person who has to smoke would still do it. What we need to do is, the person has to be made aware of the consequences. Every time we go, enter the hall, we start with the movie, the first thing that we see is the consequences of us smoking or having drugs. It is important for individuals to realize that yes, what they're doing is they're harming themselves. Everything has a pros and cons, but this is a thing that just has a pro, that just has a negative point. So I would prefer that we as individuals realize that yes, this is something that is not better for my own health. What you're doing is for your own self. It has nothing to do with the masses. It has nothing to do with anybody attached to you. Okay? Next article, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My article is from Indian Express, dated 12 October 2014. It is about Azamgarh Madrasa talk revolves around WhatsApp and television. So, what is basically a madrasa? A madrasa is a Muslim educational institution where mostly the students are Muslims. And after a statement from an MP of BJP that it is an education of terror and love of jihad has changed the mindset of the people. They all think that is an institution where jihad has been taught. So this has affected the reputation of the institute by only allowing now only 4 to 8% of the students now go there for study. Now this all has again been, the damage has been more as after the Badla encounter that took place in Azamgarh. What actually happened there was that there were 2 allied terrorists which were encountered and they were supposedly from Azamgarh. Now this has damaged the institute's reputation so much that everyone there now thinks that it is a jihad institute and people don't go there. So politics plays a... Now this was all because of a political statement, just because a person said that it's an institute where you learn jihad, where love of jihad is there, where there is education there. This should not be. If you look at the institution, just look at the people there are there for study. That the students want studies that they want to know